Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash, double honor to the apostles, others, great millstones, salvation to the brothers who's pushing this word and truth and sincerity with charity and resting the lives of freedom to do so. This brother young guy coming from the great millstone scout camp, coming at you with another lesson, Lord's edifying. As you see on the screen, the soft answer turn away the wrath. It's gonna be a quick scripture today. I really want to get Ephesians. Actually, this is a good one. It's an evil world that we live in. There's wickedness running at an all-time high. There's constant death, constant violence, wickedness that's going on throughout the day, and the Lord is keeping us away from a lot, but we have to do our part as well. As everything written 4 times written for our learning, the scripture says, and we have to cleave onto the scriptures and lean onto the scriptures of what the scripture says. We every move that we make, we have to filter it out with the scriptures. That's how we cleave onto the Lord, man. And that's how we not lead. Basically, that's how we show the Lord we don't lean onto our own understanding. And then because it seems right unto a man, a way seems right unto a man, but the ends of it are the ways of death. All right, so it's not the way you think it is. It's really the Lord's way, And what's the Lord's way? Is these going back to these scriptures and handling a certain situation based off the scriptures, But I got Ephesians 5:15, and it says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil." All right, and we are in some evil times, and then we're even going through some bad times, man. All right, we are in some evil times. All right, so we need to walk circumspectly. Jake is turned up, and there's all types of shootings and killings and robberies and thefts and everything, man. And we gotta walk circumspectly. There's no pick and choose your battles. There's no point in going ahead and getting into road rage. Go ahead, let the person cut you off. The person cuts you off. So be it. Let them have it. What's the point? A lot of people get into road rage and bring out a weapon, bring out a gun, and now was it well worth it? And they do, don't engage in arguments and back and forth. The scripture says, answer a fool according to folly, answer not a fool according to their folly. I was going to bring out the scriptures. Soft answer turn away wrath. Alright. Let me get that now. This Proverbs 15:1. It says, a soft answer turns away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger. Alright. So, hey, no, sir. Sorry, sir. Thank you, sir. I apologize, sir. Getting pulled over by the police. Because I had a little small incident today. It was nothing really major, nothing big, nothing, but I right away just thought of the scriptures, man. A lot of people would have been, acting carnally, we got to walk in the spirit, man. But I was at a stoplight, and I don't know what happened. I don't know why. I don't know what. I don't know if he was paranoid. I don't know if he was high on drugs. He was drunk. I don't know. But just opens his car door and just looks back at me and just stares at me. But like in a aggressive and taunting way. Closes the door and gets back, and I can see him through the tennis just looking at me. You know. And I wanted to act carnal, but hey, scriptures just started popping in my head, man. You know. I don't know what it was. I don't know what triggered it. I don't know if it was mistaken identity. I don't know. You know, but things could have got sour if, I acted carnal, if I acted, you know, in a prideful manner and just, not take the low, not use wisdom, you know. And these are the things that we have to live by, man. All right. And these are the tools that the Lord gave us that we have to utilize. You know, there's been so many times I've been pulled over, and the cop asked me questions, and I'll say yes sir, no sir, and apologize sir. Comes back after looking up my name and says, you know what, since you didn't give me a hard time, I'm not gonna give you one either, and lets me go. So, and that's really just basically using wisdom, man. A self-dancing turn with wrath. The scripture in Sirach that mentions that you can say something, we can start on a spark, you know, or you can quench it, and it's all by the tongue. So you can really start something by saying something, or you can just end something by saying something. Soft answer turn with the wrath. Live peaceably with all men if it were possible. And that's what it is. So use wisdom. This place is getting worse and worse by the day, man. And they do these things in the green tree. How much more to dry? So with that, no one's edifying. Listen, say shalom and a pop.